Yesterday, I give an introduction to HTML, CSS, JavaScript, where it is applicable. Okay. Today, I'll start subject. Just note on HTML, CSS, and JS, JavaScript. See, yesterday, I given just introduction. That is just outlines I explained. Where it is applicable, I given. Now, I'll start subject. Note on HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. JS stands for JavaScript. So HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. JavaScript is most important. Okay, JavaScript is most important. You need to put efforts to understand JavaScript. HTML, CSS very simple. Anybody can understand. It is not a problem. But JavaScript, like a Java, like a .NET, like a Python, it is also one programming language. So you need to put efforts for you have to work hard for JavaScript. Okay. Very depth I'll cover. Very depth I'll cover JavaScript because JavaScript nowadays most important. Even further, if you want to learn frameworks also, JavaScript knowledge is mandatory. Like for learning React.js, Node.js, AngularJS, Express.js, many JavaScript frameworks are there. For all, it is prerequisite. JavaScript is prerequisite for many frameworks. So JavaScript, very depth I'll cover. No need to worry about subject. HTML, CSS, these two very simple, easily can understand. But JavaScript compulsory, you have to put efforts. Initially, JavaScript was object based, but now totally changed. JavaScript also object oriented. So new features many came in JavaScript. It is also on full-fledged subject. Okay, it is also on full-fledged subject, JavaScript. Okay, here you need to put efforts while teaching JavaScript. You have to work hard. Now, first, today some theory part is there. That theory part I'll explain. Tomorrow I'll start coding, but theory part also important, whatever required. Okay, note on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are used to develop web applications. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are used to develop web applications. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are used to develop web applications. First of all, what is web application? Note on web application. See, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are used to develop web applications. What is web application? Note on. A web application is a distributed application which runs on browser and server. A web application is a distributed application which runs on browser and server. A web application is a distributed application which runs on browser and server. Online students, listen the class. End of the session, I'll clarify your doubts. listen the class and write the notes. Listen the class and write the notes. End of the session, every day I'll give a time for doubts. At the time you can ask any question. Okay. See, a web application is a distributed application which runs on browser and server. See, for understanding web application, three more definitions required. What is distributed application required? What is browser also required? Every day you are calling browser. But what is browser also you should know. Okay. What is browser? What is server? This knowledge is also required. See, about internet, very depth required. Because you are going to develop internet applications. You are going to develop internet applications. Internet related terminology, how it works also you should know. Everything I'll cover. See, first of all, this course is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. These three, what purpose? To develop web applications. What is web application? It is a distributed application which runs on browser and server. Now, what is distributed application? What is browser? What is server? These three required. First of all, distributed application. Distributed application. Distributed application. Note on. An application that is installed on one computer and runs on many computers. An application that is installed on one computer and runs on many computers is called as distributed application. An application that is installed on one computer and runs on many computers is called as distributed application. If any application that is installed on one particular computer and runs on many computers, then that is called distributed application. If it is running in browser or running in server, then that is called web application. That type of application you can build with HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay. See, installed on one computer, running on many computers, that is called distributed. Distributed running on browser or running on server, that is called web application. That type of application you can build with HTML, CSS and JavaScript. See, for example, one question I'll ask, think yourself and give answer. Suppose 5 computers are there. 5 computers are there. In 5 computers connected together as a one network. 5 computers connected together as a one network. Now, in this computer, I'll install MS Office software. MS Office software. Think yourself and give answer. This MS Office can I access here? Can I access? Whatever you know, that is give answer. Yes or no? No, it is not possible. MS Office installed in that computer means you can access in that computer only. Besides system also not possible. 5 computers are there means in every computer you have to install MS Office. Because MS Office is not a distributed application. MS Office is standalone application. Wherever you install, there only possible. Other places not possible. That is MS Office. But that is not called distributed. Suppose application installed here. You can access here also. 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 Then that is called distributed application. That is called distributed. installation in one computer, running on many computers. That is called distributed application. That type of application, if it is running in browser, if it is running in server, that is called web application. But all distributed applications are not web application. Remember, see, network programs also are there. Java people, .NET people, they'll study in Java class, .NET class. Java network programming on topic is there. .NET on network programming topic is there. Python, .NET network programming on topic is there. That is called distributed, but you cannot call web. Web is different. If the application installed on one computer runs on many computers, it is called distributed. But every distributed application is not called web application. If the distributed application running in browser, if the distributed application running in server, that is called web application. Got in my mind? So, web application is a distributed application, right? All distributed applications are web applications, wrong. What do you mean? All web applications are distributed applications, but all distributed applications are not web applications. Clear? If the application installed on one computer running on many computers, that is called distributed application. If it is distributed application running in browser, that is called web application. Running in server, web application. Clear? So, that type of applications you can build with HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay? But Java also we can use, .NET also we can use, Python also we can use. What is the difference? You are going to see. I'll explain. With Java also possible web application. .NET also, C language also possible. C language also you can use to develop web application. But 1990 only they stopped to C language for web application. Because web application purpose C is not suitable. Security issues comes. Because in C language, one pointers concept is there. Pointers. With the pointers, there are so many advantages. But one biggest disadvantage, security issues comes. That's what Java language. Any pointers are there? .NET. Pointers are there in .NET, but unsafe keyword you have to write. But Python, no. All language pointers are removed, you observe. But which is the most important topic in C language? Pointers. Most important topic, pointers only, no? Most difficult topic, pointers only. It is the heart of C language. Most important topic, main part. The main part only removed by Java people, .NET people, Python people. But all are derived from C language only. C is the mother of all languages. Okay? All language syntax derived from C. But most important topic, most main topic only removed by Java people, .NET people, Python people, these all. Reason, security purpose. If pointers are there, security issues comes. Security issues comes if pointers are there. See, example, you take any internet application. If you want to access confidential data, you must enter a username, password. No? You take any internet application. Suppose Gmail, without entering username, password, can you access your mailbox? No. Facebook, Twitter, anything you take. Username, password, everywhere. If the data is confidential, that data, if you want to see, compulsory, you need to enter username, password. Now, if the application developed in C language, what is the problem is, using pointers, password, address we can find out. Through address, password also we can find out. That type of problems comes. That is the reason only Java developers, .NET developers, Python developers, JavaScript developer, these people, all people remove pointers. Pointers are not there. That is the reason only. If pointers are there, security issues comes. With pointer, password, address we can find out. Where password stored, we can find out. Through address, password also we can find out. That type of problems comes. That is the reason only all new language pointer concept is removed. No pointers in Java, no pointers in .NET, no pointers in Python, no pointers in JavaScript. These all pointers are not there. Okay. In .NET, they given one unsafe keyword. By writing unsafe, you can write. Directly you are saying it is unsafe. Like that you are writing. Now, like this, remove pointers. With pointers, security issues comes in internet. That's what, no pointers in internet applications. With C language, if you develop, security issues comes. That's what C long back only stopped. But by using C also, we can develop internet application. It is possible. Web programming in C also possible. But 1995 at that time only stopped C language. Security reason. Because of security. See, we are calling Java is more secure, .NET is more secure, Python is secure, we are calling. Even we are calling secure. People are hacking sites, no? Still this much security if they provide also, people are hacking sites. If pointers are there, everyone will become hacker only. All people become hackers only. That's what removed. If the application developed in C language, that application not safe. That is the reason C language stopped to develop internet applications. When Java, .NET, Python, these all introduced, then only stopped. But starting they used it. Because when internet introduced in the market, 1990. But when Java came, 1995. When .NET came, 2003. And Python came, 1991. Python is old language. Later, latest version, it has become as popular. Previously, that Python was not there. 1991, before Java, before .NET, only Python was there. Okay. These languages, 1995 Java came, 1991 Python came, 2003 .NET came, 2001 or 2003 that is came. But 1990 internet came. But 1995 Java, 2000 at that time Python was not popular. 1991 that was at that time Python was not. 2008 popular, that is recently popular. Okay. 95 2003. But internet came 1990 only. 1990 only internet came. But developing internet application at that time there is no specific programming language. Java also not there. .NET also not there. Then they used C. So 5 years, 90 to 95, they used C. When Java came, stopped. Later .NET came, competition started, Java and .NET. Later Python came, competition started, Java, .NET, Python, so many. Like that. But different areas, different they are selecting. Different companies depends upon different characteristic they are selecting Java, .NET, Python, these all. Okay. Like, because not only security, while developing applications, so many characteristics will be there. They'll think about money. They'll think about time. They'll think about manpower. They'll think about security. They'll think about platform independent. Everything they'll be considered. Some people think about manpower also. Manpower is, suppose all people are Java people are there, then they'll go for Java. .NET people are there, they'll go for .NET. That type also they'll think. Time also they'll think. Security also they'll think. Depends upon application requirement. They'll select. Always security only not important. Suppose ICICI bank application is there. Security required or not required? Required. Suppose our institute website is there. Security required? Not required or not required? If anybody hacks, what will be there? Our batch information will be there. If anybody hacks also, nothing will happen. No? At that time, security not required. Then time important, money important. Like that. Based on so many characteristics, they'll select. Okay, that's what these many languages, this much competition is there. Okay, but C language 95 only they stopped, but 90 to 95 there is no specific programming language. That's what they used C. Later when Java came, stopped. That is stopped. But is it C language outdated? No, C language is not outdated. Still it is number one for system software. It is not suitable for internet application, but it is suitable for system software. Java compiler, .NET compiler, Python compiler, these all developed in which language? C language only. So system software purpose till in the world, number one programming language C. It is never outdated. Already 50 years over. You observe 1972, 51 years. Still it is there in the market. Okay. So C language popular for system software. Number one for system software. Java compiler, .NET compilers, Python compilers developed in C language. Even C language compiler also developed in C. That much popular. Starting first version, assembly language they used. Later second version onwards, C compiler also developed in C language. That type. Like that they used. That's what it is not outdated. It is powerful programming language as compared to all other languages. Even Java, .NET, Python also, as compare, if you compare all languages also, powerful. That is C. Popular different, powerful different. Powerful means anything you can develop with C. But all you cannot develop in Java. All you cannot develop in .NET. But C, suitable for all. Okay. But whatever you studied C language, that is 5% C. Once if you enter into MNC company, C appears like a C. That much subject is there. Okay. C appears like a C. Because what you studied, pointer structure, unions, file handling, that is 5%. Data structures in C. Keyboard interrupts in C. Mouse programming in C. Graphics in C. Web programming in C. Socket programming in C. Embedded C. Like this, so many C modules are there. One module you studied, that is just 5%. That is only to improve your logical skills you learn. But that is not suitable for working as a C programmer. C programmer as a working as a C programmer, that is not enough. Minimum 2 years you have to learn to work as a C programmer. Then only you can work as a C programmer. But that is actually, they won't recruit BTech students, MCA student, MTech student. They'll recruit IIT students if they require C programmer. So system software, more logics required. More logics. Here we are using libraries only. Java, .NET, Python, very simple as compared to C. Every day library, library, library. We are not going to write logics also. For now you are learning logics for getting job. After getting job, no logic, library only. Before getting a job different, after getting a job different. Okay. After getting a job easy. You can use Google also, no? Now suppose you want on task. You can search in Google, you can copy, paste. But cut, copy, paste also not easy. You need to put efforts. Okay. For cut, copy, paste also knowledge required. But before getting a job, all you have to remember. After getting a job, not required. After getting a job, you can use Google also. But before getting a job, you need to give answers in interview. That's what compulsory you have to remember. Okay. After getting a job, you can use Google. But in interview, can you use Google? No. In a written test, can you use Google? No. That's what remember. Okay. After getting a job, if you forget also, nothing will happen. After getting a job, everyone will use Google. You ask them, those who are working in a software company, you ask them, are they using Google or not? Every day they'll depend on Google. Every day. Okay. Your brothers, sisters, your relatives, friends will be there. No? You ask them, are they using Google or not? Every day they'll use Google. After getting a job, you can use, not a problem. Once if the Google is closed, all software companies also closed. That's it. No one can work. No one can work like that. But cut, copy, paste also not easy. For that one also knowledge required. Software job is knowledge based job. Every day you have to learn, every day you have to update. Compulsory. Now, if the application installed on one computer and runs on many computers is called as distributed application. If it is running in browser and server, web application. That purpose, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Now, example, Google, Gmail, Facebook, Yahoo, these all. Is it in your computer? It is installed in one computer, but worldwide accessible. Now, here, I'll open Google here. See, I'll open Google. Now, this application, is it in my computer? No, it is not in my system. I send request from server, one copy received. That copy executed here. That output we can see. But It is installed in USA computer, google.com, co.in in India server, com is USA server, India server separate, Google 20 servers are there, more than 20 will be there worldwide. Because how many requests are coming to Google every day, every second, every minute? Do you know? 2.5 crores per minute. Per minute, 2.5 crores of requests coming to Google. Not per day, 1 minute I'm saying. Within a 1 minute worldwide, 2.5 crores of requests coming. But how many Googles are there? One. It is running on 2.5 crores of systems in a 1 minute. You observe. This is running in my system, but it is not in my system. I send requests, I received. That program also we can see. View page source. That is program. So it is running in my system only. It is running in browser. It is running in browser. This program is not running in server. Yesterday I asked one question. No? That is, I'll give a clarity today. Yesterday I asked, will it run in browser, server, asked. No? You guessed it. Some answer matched, some answer not matched. Now I'll teach 100% clarity I'll give. Later I'll ask question. Then all 100% will match. See, here, this program, not in my system. This program is in server system. When I send request, server will send the program. That program received by my browser. It is running in my system only. Installed in one computer, running on crores of computers. That is nothing but distributed application. It is running in browser and server, web application. That is called web. But why we are calling word web? You observe. Suppose one MS Word document. One MS Word document can have any number of pages, no? Now, if you open MS Word document, first page appears. If you scroll down, second page appears. Again, if you scroll down, third page appears. Again, you scroll down, fourth page. Again, you scroll down, fifth page. Like this, MS Word pages are in a sequential order appears. First page, second page, third page, fourth page, fifth page, like that. Suppose the document has 5 pages. When I double click MS Word document, which page appears? First page. If you scroll down, second, third, fourth, fifth, last page also you can see. Okay? In a sequential order. Suppose one website. First, if you send request, home page appears. Okay? Here, some hyperlinks appears. Mail hyperlink, chart hyperlink, games hyperlink, sports hyperlink, news hyperlink, shopping hyperlink, movies hyperlink. So many hyperlinks will be there. No? If you click one more page. If you click one more page in a website like this only, no? See, in a website, these all. This hyperlink, if you click, one more page open. So like this, pages are here. Home page, many hyperlinks will be there in a home page. When you click, other pages open. And here also some hyperlinks will be there. You may come back also again. It will connected to another program also. It is connected to this program also. Here also maybe some hyperlinks. It will come back. It is connected here. It is connected here. So like this, some other hyperlinks. It is here. It is here. See how pages are connected like a web. That is the reason it is called web page. Which is first page? Which is first page? Home page is the first page. Which is last page? Can you give answer? Any website? No. Where it is started only you know. Where it is second also we don't know. Third also we don't know. If you click first link, that one. Second link, this one. We cannot predict which is second, which is third. No answer. In total website, one page you can identify. That is home page. Which is second page? No answer. Which is third page? No answer. Which is last page? No answer. All pages connected together like a web. That is the reason only we are calling web pages. That's it. Okay. Web we are calling. Web is like this only, no? That's what we are calling web pages. That's it. Everything, some meaning is there. This is web. This is the reason we are calling web pages. Okay. But why that is called home page? Home. First page we are calling like a home. But why we are calling home? Home icon also will be there, you observe. Home symbol also will be there, no? But why we are calling home page? We can call some other name, no? It contains all page, okay. But why name is home? Starts with home. Right. Okay. That is right only. See, for example, you'll start with that page. Now you'll browse, you'll click, continuously click. Somewhere you got confusion. What will do? Come to back home page again. Again start from there. You can journey, your journey you can start there. Okay. Suppose morning, what you'll do? You'll start from your home. Total Hyderabad will rotate. At last, where you'll go to again? That's what. This is also like that only. Okay. You'll start from your home. Total Hyderabad will rotate morning to night. Again, you'll go to back home. There also, first will start there only. And while browsing, confusion comes. Come back to home. Again, you start there. That is the reason only home. That's it. Okay. That's what home icon also will be there. You observe. Home page. That is the reason only home. That's it. Okay. See. Here, this Google, there is only one page, one application. It is in USA server. Worldwide, per minute, crores of people are accessing. Crores of people. It is running on crores of systems. This program is running in my system only, but it is not in my system. It is there in server system. I send request, I received, then executed, we got output. So, installed on one computer, running on many computers. That is nothing but distributed. It is running in browser and server, web application. This type of applications you can build with HTML, CSS, JavaScript. But not only these three, Java, .NET, Python, also we can use. But what is the difference? We'll see. Now, here web application, this is distributed application. Now, what is browser? What is server? That knowledge is also required. Okay. Before going to that one, first of all, types of web applications. Note types of web applications. There are two types of web applications. First one, static web applications. Second one, dynamic web applications. There are two types of web applications. First one, static web applications. Second one, dynamic web applications. There are two types of web applications. First one, static web application. Second one, dynamic web application. First of all, I'll give you notes. Static web applications. Note on a web application that is already prepared and placed in server is known as static web application. A web application that is already prepared and placed in server is known as static web application. See this, first of all, this theory required. Okay, it is compulsory. I'll start coding. Coding also just tomorrow only I'll start. But this knowledge is also mandatory to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, coding part tomorrow only I'll start. A web application that is already prepared and placed in server is known as static web application. If the application already prepared and just placed in server, that is called static web application. But again here, what is server, what is browser, I have to teach, not completed. I have to teach. Next point. Static web application resides in server and runs in browser. Static web application resides in server and runs in browser. Static web application resides in server and runs in browser. Static web application resides in server and runs in browser. I'll explain. Resides in server but runs in browser. It will be placed in server but running in browser system. That is static. Next, static web applications are common to all users. Static web applications are common to all users. It is same will be there for all users. Every user same appears. Static web applications are common to all users. The server sends a program to a browser whenever request comes to static web application. The server sends a program to a browser whenever request comes to static web application. The server sends a program to a browser. The server sends a program to a browser whenever request comes to static web application. Online students, end of the session, I'll clarify your doubts. Every doubt I'll clarify. Don't worry. Just listen the class, write the notes. The server sends a program to a browser whenever request comes to a static web application. Next, static web applications can be developed by using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So many are there. Angular, AngularJS, React.js, jQuery, JSON, many are there. Ajax, Bootstrap, etc. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Angular, AngularJS, React.js, jQuery, JSON, Ajax, Bootstrap, TypeScript, many are there. Static web applications can be developed by using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, AngularJS, nothing but Angular JavaScript. React.js, nothing but React JavaScript. JS, nothing but JavaScript. jQuery, JS, JSON, JavaScript object notation, that is also JavaScript. Ajax, asynchronous JavaScript, that is related to XML. Again, JavaScript only. All are JavaScript only. All JavaScript, JavaScript, JavaScript. JavaScript is number one programming language for web. Web purpose in top 5, JavaScript will be there. JavaScript. Okay. Now, here what is happening is Java people one framework, .NET people one more framework, Python people one more framework. That is happening. So generally .NET people they learn Angular. Java people they learn React.js. Like that, different people, different they'll select. It's happening. But all are there in the market. Okay. Now, I'll explain further. I'll explain each technology, what purpose also I'll explain. What's the difference also I'll explain. Here, present, you concentrate on static dynamic, that concept. I'll explain with a diagram. It is notes I given, not completed. I have to explain. Next, write it. Second one, dynamic web application. Dynamic web applications. A web application that is prepared dynamically whenever request comes to a server is known as dynamic web application. A web application that is prepared dynamically whenever request comes to a server is known as dynamic web application. So each and every technology, I'll give a clarity. What's the difference? Also, I'll explain. Why these many technologies are there? Also, I'll explain. Here, which is better means depends upon your background. Suppose you're learning .NET, Angular better. You're learning Java, React.js better. Like that, you have to choose. That is also I'll explain. Because here all categories of students are there. Full stack Java, full stack .NET, full stack Python, full stack web development, Node.js better. Node.js, Express.js, that is server side. Depends. I'll explain which category people, which one you have to select after JavaScript. That is also I'll explain. That is after JavaScript, not now. After JavaScript, you have to choose. Okay. Now, that means this course is common to all. That yesterday only I told. For all people, it is same. HTML, CSS, JavaScript is basics. It is common to all people, all categories of students. It is same. After that, you have to go for other concepts. Okay. That is I'll explain. What's the difference? I'll explain. How to choose? I'll explain. Now, if the web application already prepared, and placed in server, that is called static web application. A web application prepared dynamically. When request comes, then prepared. That is called dynamic web application. Okay. Now, here, static web application resides in server and runs in browser. But dynamic web application resides in server, runs in server only. Write that one. Dynamic web application resides in server and runs in server only. This theory mandatory. Don't neglect. It is important. Okay. I'll teach coding only. But this theory also mandatory. You should know. Before learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, this theory compulsory required. Okay. Dynamic web application resides in server and runs in server only. Okay. Static web application resides in server, runs in browser. But dynamic web application resides in server, runs in server only. Now, next point here. Static web application common to all user, but it is specific to user. Dynamic web applications are specific to user. Dynamic web applications are specific to user. Dynamic web applications are specific to user. Every user different will be there. That is dynamic. For all users, same will be there. That is static. The server executes a program. The server executes a program and sends the output to a browser. The server executes a program and sends the output to a browser whenever request comes to dynamic web application. Whenever request comes to a dynamic web application. The server executes a program and sends the output to a browser whenever request comes to a dynamic web application. Say Static web application. If request comes, program it will send to browser. But dynamic application, program executed, output only transferred. That's the difference. I'll explain with a diagram. Dynamic web applications can be developed. Dynamic web applications can be developed by using Solid's, JSP, Struts, JSF, Spring MVC, ASP, ASP.NET, PHP, Ruby. Like we are using so many things, so many technologies. Node.js, Express.js. So like this, so many are there. Django, REST, etc. Java, .NET, Python, all I mixed. That is Java content is there, Python is there, .NET is there, and full stack web development also. Dynamic web applications can be developed by using Solid's, JSP, Struts, JSF, Spring MVC, ASP, ASP.NET, PHP, Ruby, Node.js, Express.js, Django, REST, etc. So many are there. So many technologies are there in the market. But what's the difference? I'll explain. First, today you concentrate on only static web, dynamic web. The technologies list I'll teach separate. Okay, later I'll teach. What's the difference? I'll teach. How to choose, I'll select. I'll explain. Now, this is the difference between static, dynamic. Now, present, you see the notes. I'll ask some questions. Just respond. After that, I'll teach with a diagram. Okay. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. What purpose? To develop web applications. Web application. What is web application? It is a distributed application which runs on browser and server. What is distributed application? Installed on one computer, runs on many computers. That is called distributed application. Okay. How many types of web applications? Two types. What are those? Static and dynamic. Static web application. What is static web application? Already prepared and placed in server. That is static. What is dynamic? Whenever request comes, then prepared. That is dynamic. Already prepared means static. Whenever request comes, then prepared. Dynamic. Static web application resides in server, runs in browser. Dynamic web application resides in server, runs in server only. That means at last both you have to place in server only. Okay, but running in browser server, both you have to place in server only. Resides in server only, but static runs in browser, dynamic runs in server. Static web application common to all users or specific to user? Common to all user. Dynamic web application specific to user. Whenever request comes to static web application, what server will do? This is only. Whenever request comes to static web application, what server will do? Sends a program to a browser. Whenever request comes to dynamic web application, what server will do? Executes a program, sends the output to a browser. Okay, whenever request comes. Now, this point, most important point, but this is only all people not given answer. Okay, as compared to all, this is only important point. Now, whenever request comes to static web application, what server will do? sends a program to a browser. Whenever request comes to dynamic web application, what server will do? Executes a program, sends the output to a browser. Sends the output to a browser. This point remember. Now I'll explain with a diagram. Okay. Now, yesterday one diagram I have shown. That diagram only I'll take example. This diagram you observe. It is online results. It is online results application. Okay. Yesterday I explained about with this only. Now, here two pages are there. You observe. This is one web application. This is one web application. Otherwise, two web pages, one web application. Like that also you can call. Now, this page, is it common to all users or specific to user? Common to all users. For all users, same appears, no? This is called static web application. Is it common to all users or specific to user? Specific to user. Every user marks will be different, no? Data will be different. But designing part same. Colors same. Margin same. Width same. Height same. Colors, font, style, everything style, layout same. But data different. That means every user different data, no? No. It is common to all users. Static. It is specific to user. Dynamic. Okay. Like this, easily you can identify. Which is static, which is dynamic, you can identify. Once if you identify, remaining all nothing. We already know. Now, this page, where it resides. First it is static or dynamic? Static where it that is studied, no? Now, this is static. This is dynamic. First, how to identify is, you know, common to all user. Specific to user. Clear, no? Now, this page, where it resides, where it runs. This page, where it resides, where it runs. That is clear, no? Whenever request comes to this page, what server will do? Sends a program to a browser. Whenever request comes to this program, executes a program, sends the output to a browser. That is clear, no? Now you observe. Now, yesterday, whatever I asked, that is I will ask again. You observe. Here, mail hyperlink. Mail hyperlink. When I click, username, password, these all. Username, password, submit button. Okay. Now, when I click mailbox, here mails displayed. Now, this page, common to all user or specific to user? Common to all users. That is static. This page, common to all user. That is static. This page, specific to user. Every user mailbox different. Mails different, no? That is dynamic. Now, where it resides, where it runs, where it resides, where it runs, where it resides, where it runs, server. Okay. Yesterday you are given wrong answer, no? Now, this is where it resides, where it runs. Yesterday majority people given for this server they given. Wrong, no? Now, resides in server, runs in browser. If the request comes to this program, what server will do? Sends a program to a browser. Whenever request comes to this one, executed, output transferred. Now, actually here, now from browser, you'll send requests like this. From browser, you'll type some URL. Then request comes. Then what will happen? This program as it is comes here. Program code also comes. After getting, browser receives, executes. So where it resides, where it runs. That's what it is not executed in server. Program transferred to browser. When browser receives, executes, then output displayed. That is HTML. Server doesn't know. Browser knows HTML. That is HTML. Server doesn't know HTML. Browser knows HTML. That's what program not executed there comes to browser. Then browser receives, executes. Then output displayed. After getting this page, right click, view page source. Total program you can see. Complete code you can see. Okay. Now, after getting, you'll enter all ticket number. You'll click submit button. Then this program will communicate with database. With HTML database possible. HTML database communication not possible. If it is possible, Java, .NET, Python not required. Okay. HTML not suitable for database connection. These all. HTML is not a programming language. It is presentation language only. Okay. So what will happen here? Communicates with database. That means that this program, where it resides, server, where it runs, that is executed there only. That will not come to browser. This is executed here only. That program executed, then communicated with database. So this program communicating with database. While communicating code required, no? That code there only executed. After getting this data, suppose this data loaded. After getting that program again designed with HTML, that output comes browser. When you right click view page source, only HTML appears. That communicating with database also code will be there. No, that code we cannot see because that code where it is executed, server. Whatever is executed in server, that code you cannot see. Whatever is executed in browser, we can see. Now, this program, you observe, it is Google home page. It is common to all user or specific to user? For every user, same appears, no? For Google, for you, one type, one more person, one more type is there? No. It is common to all users. It is static or dynamic? Static. Where it resides? Server. Where it runs? It is running in my system. But it is not in my system. It is running here. Running in Hyderabad only. In our system only. But where it is? In US. Installed there. Running here. I sent request. That program came. That is distributed over the world. It is distributed over the world. That is distributed all static, dynamic, distributed over the world. So after receiving, this resides in server, runs in. Can I see this code? Right click, view page source. That is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Complete we can see. Complete code we can see. If you see this code, very difficult appears, no? After learning this course, it is nothing. Okay. That proper alignment is not there, difficult appears. Once proper alignment is there, easy appears. And your doubt is, here this much blank is there, that much code, why it is required? Here. That code also will be there. There how many options are there? You observe. Google products, how many are there? So many are there. That code also will be there. For you, it is nothing appears. For this page only, that much code, why it is required, you'll think. Here, this code also will be there. About this also will be there in that page. That is the reason this much code is there. See, this code, this much code is there. See, almost 124 lines code is there. 124 lines for that page. For this, if you see this code, it is complete web scrapping type appears. Okay, that is also on course is there, web scrapping. We can clean the scrap. That is also on course. Okay, that is, you'll see further. I'll explain what is web scrapping. Also, I'll explain. Record is all complete info about internet. Complete depth required. Okay, because you are learning Java, .NET, Python. You should know internet related very depth. Now, this code difficult appears if you see like that. But after learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you see it nothing appears. You can write that type of code. possible. Okay. Now HTML. Now static web application, dynamic web application. Static resides in server, runs in dynamic resides in runs in server only. So here, if I show any website, any web page, can you give answer or not? No. Possible? No. I given 100% clarity. Okay. Yesterday you guessed two matched, one not matched. But now it is possible or not possible? If I show any web page, you can give answer. If it is common to all user, static. Where it resides? Where it runs? If it is specific to user, dynamic. Where it resides? Where it runs? Server. If the request comes to static, what server will do? Program distributed. Program only it comes to browser. Whenever request comes to dynamic, program executed there, output only comes. That output may be in HTML. Again, HTML you can combine. So this program, can I develop with only HTML? Yes. This one, can I develop with only HTML? No. Compulsory you require Java or .NET or Python or JavaScript. JavaScript also we can use. That is only Node.js, Express.js. Okay. Normal JavaScript not suitable. Node.js, Express.js required. Okay. So that is information I given. I didn't explain here. See, observe. Express.js, Node.js. That is also JavaScript only. JavaScript framework. Here I given. Here JavaScript I given. You observe. That is client side JavaScript. This is server side JavaScript. This is you are not learning in this class. That is separate batch. Node.js also on course. Express.js also on course. But people are asking that JS also you teach like. But this, if you want to learn that one, no need to learn Java. No need to learn .NET. Instead of this one, you are learning Java, .NET, Python. If you want to learn that one, don't learn Java, don't learn .NET, don't learn Python. Go for that one. Alternative. It is Java alternative. It is .NET alternative. It is Python alternative. Either learn that one or learn Java or learn .NET or learn Python. But all if you learn, no use. All if you learn, if you include in your resume, seeing that resume, they'll throw in dustbin only. Because all if you learn, you will not become perfect. Seeing that resume only, they'll throw in dustbin. If you include all, you may think, I studied so many things like that, you'll think. But what they'll think is, this person is not perfect in single subject also, they'll think. Then they'll throw in dustbin only. So, you already Java student means, .NET student means, Python student means, don't learn these all. Not required to you. Okay. That is also JavaScript only, but no need to learn. Okay. I'll explain what exactly everything. Complete information I'll provide. Don't worry. Just write this diagram. This diagram node. Static web page. It is dynamic web page. Static web page, dynamic web page. So this class is common to all students. Java student, .NET student, Python student, full stack, web development, mean stack, MERN stack, any stack. All people, it is same. So HTML, CSS, these two very easy, but at least listen. Whether you practice or not, at least listen. Okay. JavaScript, you have to practice. Practicing required. JavaScript, not so easy. JavaScript, you have to put efforts. HTML, CSS, very simple. But don't neglect. It's easy also, don't neglect. Then only you'll get it. Otherwise, that is also becomes complicated. If you are irregular, if you are not following means difficult appears. For every project required, HTML, CSS, JavaScript compulsory. Even Oracle also, the SQL Server database also mandatory. Even if you are Java student or .NET student or Python student, any student, compulsory learn database. One database is mandatory. If you are Java student, learn Oracle. If you are .NET student, learn SQL Server. If you are Python student, learn MySQL or Oracle. Here, if you are full stack web development student, learn MongoDB. MongoDB. Different categories, different they'll choose. Java people, best one Oracle. .NET people, best one SQL Server. Like that you select. No need to learn all database also. No use. Time waste. Okay. Don't learn 3, 4 databases. One database enough. Is it completed? Now, is it clear? Any doubt? Now, if I show any web page in any website, if I ask question, can you give answer or not? Can you identify no? Static, dynamic, where it resides, where it runs, everything. Okay. Remember, it is tomorrow. Little some more information is there about browser, about server. I have to explain. What is every day you are using browser, but what is browser? If I ask, no answer. Okay. That is how to explain. What is browser? What is server? What is HTTP? What is HTTPS? These all I have to teach. After that, I'll start coding. But these points also don't neglect. Important. Be regular. Every class important only. Every class important only. Don't neglect. It is easy also. Don't neglect. We'll see continuation tomorrow. Class time is 7:30 to 9. 7:30 to 9. Monday to Saturday. Tomorrow Saturday also you have a class. Okay. Tomorrow you have a class. Online student, just wait 2 minutes. I'll clarify your doubts. Online students, wait 2 minutes. I'll clarify your doubts. Online student, 1 minute, one by one, I'll clarify your doubts. One by one, I'll clarify your doubts. Ashutosh, yesterday video link, it is there in chat box. Once again, I'll share. See, yesterday class link. Sandeep, if you want to learn Angular, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is better because HTML compulsory for all. CSS, HTML. Chinna Subbaya. Here, different people will be there. Pursuing students will be there. Job seekers will be there. And job seekers, pursuing students, and employees, different people, different types will be there. If I repeat also, some people they cannot understand. That's what I have to take care about all students. Maybe you are grasping very quickly, but I have to take care about all students. IT students will be there, non-IT students will be there. That is how to take care. That is my responsibility. Sheikh Sharif. Examples I'll explain. Sanjin, your Telegram ID I didn't prepare. Rakshita. Resides means it is placing in server. It will stay there. That is resides. Vinod. Resides means the application will stay there. It will be placed there. Sandeep. HTML, CSS, JavaScript required. It is better. Rakshita. Yes. That is application deployed in server. But we can send requests to get. Dynamic side, Meghana. This is dynamic. Shivateja, 45 days to 50 days required. 45 days to 2 months max. 45 days to 2 months. Dash dash. JavaScript. Exact time I cannot give. Madhusmita. I'll explain tomorrow. Which database you have to select, I'll explain. Because many people are asking, I'll explain. Sanjin. Tomorrow I'll explain about server browser, not completed. Sandeep. Complete I'll cover. Don't worry about subject. JavaScript also very depth I'll cover. Don't worry. Meghna, static dynamic, which is common to all static, which is specific to user dynamic. Like that easily can select. Feature. I'll share notes. Google Drive or Google Classroom, they'll provide. That is after 3-4 days. Karthik, I shared Google link in a chat box. Sri Lakshmi, admin details tomorrow or Monday I'll provide. Vanamala. Yeah, there is Age limit will not be there, not a problem. If you have a knowledge, they'll recruit, not a problem. But as a beginner, better to go for non-MNC. After getting 1 year experience, jump to MNC. But better to choose either Java or .NET or Python, any one course, not only HTML. Sumesh, Java is evergreen subject. .NET also booming. Python also booming. No need to worry about future. Sharif, common to all user static. Dynamic is specific to user dynamic. Sai, Google Drive or Google Classroom. With that, I'll share. Bhagwan, you need to wait few more days. Prashanti, JavaScript complete I'll cover. No need to worry. Sangeeta, it will be same, no change. Google same will be there. Meghna, shown dynamic. Madhusmita, you are Java student or .NET student or Python student. Based on that, I can give answer for database. Otherwise, tomorrow I'll explain because many people asked. I'll explain tomorrow. Muhammad Hassan. Yeah, server side. Server side problem is there. Response will not come. No, that's the reason. Shantanu. Shantanu Dikshit. PDF files I'll share. Jogeshwar. Notes I'll provide. But you have to wait 2-3 days. Praneeth. It is HTML, CSS, JavaScript batch. Frameworks not included. Sankirtana. 45 days to 2 months it will take. Masum Das. Yesterday notes I didn't give, only just a overview are given. Madhusmita, one language, one database. Yeah, enough. But at least Java, .NET, Python, any one language also you have to select. Saswat, 7:40 I'll start up to 9 o'clock. Sankirtana, better to go for Oracle or MySQL. Madhusmita, HTML5 I'll teach, HTML4 I'll teach, everything I'll cover. I'll explain which are deprecated also I'll explain. Shantanu, PDF files I'll share my notes. Sangeeta, same will be there Google. Prashanti, if you want to go for React.js, this knowledge is compulsory. JavaScript knowledge is compulsory. Vanamala, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. After that, you can learn React.js. You choose any one course, full stack Java or full stack .NET or full stack Python or mean stack, any one you have to select. But it is common to all people. This one you have to learn, that one also compulsory you have to learn to get a job. Sankirtana, thank you. Vanamala. C language, that is okay, but you select anyone, anyone you learn either Java or .NET or Python or uh, mean stack. Any one course in four, anyone you select better. Madhusmita. Okay, okay. So my Java class, advanced Java started recently. Core Java class, it takes time. New batch, not yet decided. I'll inform. Rushikesh. It is not required. Angular for Python people. Reshma. 2016 pass out. Not a problem in software companies, but as a beginner, as a fresher, if you want to join, first you join in non-MNC. After getting experience, jump to MNC. Abhushad. Angular class is different from this class. Yes. Rishma. It is not a problem. 2016 also not a problem. In software company, only knowledge based jobs. But MNC people, they may not accept, but non-MNC, they'll accept. After getting 1 year experience, jump to MNC. Abhishek. I'll explain about frameworks to further session. I'll explain. It is nothing but ready-made program. Shirisha. It will take 45 days to 2 months. 2 months it will take max. Praneeth. Framework, Django framework you have to learn. Because Django framework you have to learn because you are a Python student. Prashanti. Thank you. Madhusmita. It's enough. It's enough. With this knowledge, you can join. You can search for job. You'll get it. Gaurav. These notes I'll share in Google Drive. Fija. Fija Rao. My new advanced Java batch recently started. If you want, you can continue at 5:30 p.m. 5:30 to 7:30. Just 10, 50, 10, 12 classes completed. They'll give recorded videos, starting 10 videos. With that, you can continue if you want. Raj, HTML, CSS duration, it will take 20, 25 classes. Madhusmita, do you come? You studied Java, Oracle, Azure, DevOps, you said, but Java, complete Java you studied, or only core Java you studied? Based on that, I can give answer. Shantanu, React JS and Bootstrap, one more course. Yeah, myself or other faculty will teach. Prashant, .NET people will prefer TypeScript also. Vanamala, with this only this course, difficult to get a job. At least you have to learn Node.js and Express.js, MongoDB. Otherwise, go for Java, .NET, Python. Praneeth, that is separate course is there. Pooja, a new batch, it takes time. Gaurav Reddy, static web application theory. Madhusmita, better to continue full stack Java. Nikhil. Python frameworks related subject you learn better. Pooja, morning batch not yet decided. Abhishek, JavaScript is nothing as compared to Java. It is very simple as compared to Java. Prashant, types JavaScript they'll use in a React. Pooja, my morning batches are core Java batches are there. Okay. We'll see continuation tomorrow. Rakesh, new batch, HTML batch, not yet decided. Just you can check in website. Frequently, you check website. We'll see continuation tomorrow.